Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons.
The kickoff for Atlanta.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone. And that'll be a touchback. Carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 48-yard line.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
His pass.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The play fake. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They go play action with Ryan. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Murray's took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And able to find Kirk complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Falcons nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Julio Jones. Touchdown.
Julio Jones. 41 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
This one caught by Isabella. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
4th down.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Again, Ryan. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan able to connect with his top man, Julio Jones. And the Falcons have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a draw play with Drake. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
10 at the 48-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Cardinals 14, Falcons 13. Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Kendall Sheffield on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 17, Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This one caught by Ridley. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Play action. Ryan looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
For Arizona.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Line 36. Line 36. Cut.
On 1st down, Drake. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Alan Bailey.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Right back to Drake. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
To throw is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
10.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
For Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Complete.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A gain of 27.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
By the Falcons.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcons. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Wild field.
Here's Ryan. And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by
Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Single receiver. Check. He's coming, double up.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You're not ready. 45.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 10-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
For the point after.
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Younghoe Koo.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
21.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Cardinals 21.
Murray now on 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
His throw incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now this time, Murray to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Shotgun now from Murray.
Well, I can put my defensive cap up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 27 yards. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Kendall Sheffield on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So that one will be accepted. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A gain of 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Falcons.
Ryan wants to throw it. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about